Hello, hello, my lovelies and cuties. This is Dr. V of LivTarot.com. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Here I do twin flame readings, business and money readings, and deck reviews. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. So today I'm going to be doing a money business reading. Now this is for anybody. You don't have to be a woman. This is for anybody who would like to build their own business and would like to bring abundance into their life, live a life of freedom, live a life by your own terms, okay? So this is for all of you. What we do in these readings is to really go deep on where you are as an entrepreneur and in your journey. And also we want to look at where are the gaps in your business strategy. You know, what are the things that you may not be seeing about what needs to be done in order to take your business to the next level so that you're continuously thriving and growing, okay? And serving more people, serving more clients, serving more customers, and really doing great things in the world. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Now, of course, as you go along, make sure that you take the messages as they resonate with you. But remember, what we're focused on is where are the gaps, right? So I want you to think very closely about some of these things that come up in terms of strategies that you may or may not be using in your business right now. And then we end the reading with always going through stuff about, you know, your relationship with money, because that's also a really important thing. You know, a lot of times our success very much depends on how we actually think about money and where our deservability is. Like, do we deserve to bring in money? So many of us self-sabotage and block money from our lives. And so that's one of my missions here in doing these business readings is to help you to unblock any kind of energy that you might have that limits you surrounding money. Okay. Because of course, what else can we do? If we don't make real money at our business, then we really only have a hobby and not a real business, right? Okay. So in this reading, I'm going to be using the Steampunk Tarot as our main tarot deck. Oh, I wanted to let you know, sorry, I was actually out of town last week in New York City at my cousin's wedding, and it was a traditional Indian wedding, and so we do the henna ceremony, okay? So that's why I have henna on my hands, just so I don't want to freak you guys out. That's what it's for, and it will fade over time. So we're going to be doing the Steampunk Tarot as our main tarot deck, the Findisil Kipper, the Goddess Guidance, and the Law of Attraction Money Cards, okay, by Abraham Hicks, as well as the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur deck that I created, okay? So if you'd like to order this deck or any of my other decks, I do have links to everything in the box below, as well as free resources. Oh, one thing I want you to do is to make sure to go to LivTarot.com and download my free Ultimate Tarot Business Plan. So this is, even though it's called the Ultimate Tarot Business Plan, it's really relevant to any kind of entrepreneur. So you don't have to be just building a tarot business. It's going to help you. It comes with a full ebook as well as an audio course, and it's all free. So you really have nothing to lose. So make sure that you go there and just check it out. You know, why not? Let's see, if you'd like to order a personal reading with me, the links are also in the box below. Now, when it comes to entrepreneurship, instead of a reading, what I actually do is a one-on-one coaching session. So we'll look at where you are in your business right now, what you're looking to achieve. I'll answer any questions you have about building your business. And so it's a very empowering one-on-one coaching session. Okay, so that's what it is. So you can also look at the links below to take a look at what all of that entails. Okay. So let's get started. I'm going to just start I'm going to start shuffling these decks. So I know that if you are an entrepreneur right now, I know that things can feel very difficult. I mean, it's not an easy process. And oftentimes we feel very alone as we're doing it, right? So that's another reason why I do these readings, is because I want you all to feel like you are not alone. There is definitely support, there is definitely support out here for you. You don't have to build your business alone. You don't have to feel like no one understands, because actually oftentimes what happens is that if, our family and friends are not entrepreneurs themselves, then it's very difficult for them to understand what we are going through, right? The challenges we face are very different than the ones that you'll see in, normal careers, right? Careers that are about, having a job, holding down a job and getting that paycheck, right? So it's a very different energy. It's a very different process and a very different journey. So that's why I do this, because I want to be able to support entrepreneurs. I love the idea of living in freedom, of not being controlled by others, by, what happens to you when it comes to money, when it comes to building a life, is not controlled by others, right? What could be better than that? So that's why we're doing this, and we're going to start off with our opening prayer, which I do so that we can have the clearest reading and the best, most clear, most empowering messages coming from Spirit. Okay, so beloved Spirit, send your guidance through these cards for the greatest benefit of all of the entrepreneurs who are watching, and would-be entrepreneurs, people who are thinking of starting a business. This is all for you. Okay. Beautiful. Taking some deep breaths always helps. So let's get centered and let us start with our first question for Spirit, which is, what is the current energy or vibration of you, the entrepreneur, towards your business right now, today? As we go into this week, as we are progressing, what is the current energy of you, the wonderful entrepreneur who is watching this reading? Oh, wow. All right. My gosh. We have some... Wow. Oh, look at this. What an interesting combination. Oh my gosh. What an interesting combination. Okay. All right. So what I'm feeling here from this coming, wow, such a strong energy coming straight in from our first question, is that I'm feeling that many of you entrepreneurs right now coming into this reading are in the devil's energy, which means that you might be holding on to something that is not serving you. Okay, you might be holding on to some beliefs that you have regarding money, regarding your business, regarding how you should build your business, that are not serving you. And sometimes this can also indicate some sort of an attachment or addiction that you may have. Like, I've worked with many entrepreneurs over the years. Like, I've been in online business and marketing for over 8 years now. I've built multiple businesses. And so what I find is that many entrepreneurs are struggling because what they do is that they don't focus on income generating activities in their business, and they get distracted by other temptations, whether it's spending all your time on social media, right? And because that's a good distraction, right? You justify it by saying, oh, I'm using social media to build my business. That's why I just spent the past 3 or 4 hours on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, whatever it is. But that is those are just distractions. And so I feel very strongly coming into this reading that many of you out there are feeling a little bit lost about what you should be doing to build your business. So you're kind of getting addicted to the distractions. And I think that's why the devil's energy is coming up here. Okay. You're getting addicted to these distractions and you're letting your focus and your energy go off in different directions. And you're getting kind of hooked on that because in the short term, it feels good, right? It feels good. You feel like you're doing something, but you're actually not doing what needs to be done to create a real business. So this is why I feel that if you can get out of this energy that you're in, there is something here that is for you, right? Like your current energy does have positive things, okay? The sun, there's a gift, okay? There's a gift waiting for you on the other side of this energy, okay? You can be in this energy. You can achieve the energy of, I am in a really good place when it comes to my business. I'm looking at the positives. I'm looking for the things that are actually going to work. But I need to get out of this energy first. Okay, so this is really strong coming through. Okay, so let's look at, if that's the case for you, entrepreneur who's watching this, what is the current energy of your brand? Okay, your brand that's out in the marketplace. How is it being perceived right now in the world? Okay, so what I'm getting here is that when it comes to your brand, okay, there's definitely something here in terms of youth. You are in a state of trying to think about where this is going. Like there's a thoughtfulness behind what is going on with your brand, okay? You're definitely thinking about how it's going to be perceived, and there's a sense of nostalgia about that, okay? So the Six of Cups is about that sense of, longing for the way things were, okay? Instead of like, it's kind of like being, when it comes to your brand, it's kind of like being a little bit stuck in the difference between what is truly there versus what you had hoped or wanted, or what you had this kind of romantic version of what it was, okay? So what I'm getting here from the combination of these two things is that there's some disconnect between how you want to perceive your business versus what it's actually being perceived as. Like there's like a gap in you trying to bridge that gap. Like you have a certain idea that may be a little bit outdated, and you may want to look at that. Like, have you looked at your website? Have you looked at your marketing? Have you looked at, how you're actually publicly, what is the public persona of your brand? Like, is it a bit on the nostalgic side? As in, is it starting to look outdated? Are you not keeping up with what is modern right now? Are you kind of too stuck in your thoughts, right? The Swords energy, your thoughts about the past, your thoughts about how you had wanted it to be, but you're not keeping up with the trends of what is going on and what works now. So that's really important. And so that's why you have this, it's interesting, you have this kind of privileged lady, and that makes sense because it's almost like the privileged lady kind of represents thinking that is narrow, okay? She's only thinking about what is important to her, okay? What is it that she wants? How does she want things to be, right? That's part of the ivory tower of privilege, right? Is that you don't want to look at what is. You want to look at how you want them to be, okay? That's the narrow focus of privilege. You only want to see what you want to see. Okay, so that's what's going on with your brand right now. You may be in a tunnel vision kind of a place where you only want to see what you want to see instead of looking at what the reality is. Okay, wow. Okay, so let's look at, if that's the case, where are your blind spots, right? Where are the gaps and blind spots when it comes to your business? What's going on here? What are the gaps? I want to look at that, okay? Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that, starting off here, part of what's going on here is that you are in a state of not being able to take the ideas that you have, right, in that Empress energy, which is all about fertility, new ideas, right? Being able to bring, like, kind of birth new ideas, but make them actually work, okay? And so when you have that kind of fertility, that's a wonderful thing, right? That shows your tremendous potential, that it's there, okay? You have things within you that you know are beautiful ideas, that you know that can work. But the problem here is that you may be kind of waiting for your ship to come in. Like, there's a waiting period here where you've kind of set forth some of those ideas, but they're not yet come to fruition. Okay, so that's part of, like, have you made the right decisions here, right? Because Wands energy is all about taking action, having passion, right? And putting yourself out there, making the decision, and then waiting to see what those results are. So part of what's going on here is there's a little bit of a holding pattern, even though you have tremendous potential. Okay, there's a little bit of a holding pattern. But what's going on also is that, part of what is going on here, what you may not be seeing, is that, are you actually selling? Okay. What does this say? Learn the art of sales, okay? Embrace selling as a sacred exchange of energy, well-being, and goodwill between you and your ideal clients. So are you actually selling? And I want you to ask yourself, are you afraid of selling? Okay, and is that why you're in this it's a little bit of a holding pattern here? Do you have deep down inside, even though you're an entrepreneur, do you have a fear of sales, okay? Or even a dread of sales? This is something you really need to dig deep and ask yourself. Do you have a dread of sales? Do you feel almost like embarrassed to sell your products and services? Are you embarrassed to ask for a sale? Are you embarrassed to charge for your products and services, right? Like, you almost feel like, and it's interesting because I was on Facebook the other day, and I saw some messages come up from people who are other entrepreneurs who are saying that, that they got hate messages from people saying, oh, how dare you charge to do this? Like, you should be doing this for free. Who do you think you are charging for this service, right? I'm not quite sure what their service was, but they were getting a lot of hate. And then other people were adding to these comments saying, oh yeah, I get that too. Because, sometimes, there's so many people who think, well, wow, like, you're just like robbing people. Like, this is something that you should be giving away, right? And it's so fascinating to me as to why there's so many people out there who are bullied and beaten down by the community, right? By the community, bullied and beaten down by the community, making them feel like they shouldn't charge for what they do. And, it's so, so sad and heartbreaking, right? Because, see, when it comes to this idea of the brand, right? Do you think anybody's going to go to, like, Coke and say, how dare you charge? How dare you charge to sell your Coke and your Diet Coke and all your other Coke products, right? No one's going to say that, because they are used to paying for that. But when we are individual entrepreneurs, when we are just one person trying to build a brand and we have a particular product or service, isn't it amazing how people actually say to you, hey, how dare you charge for that? When they wouldn't ever question that in what they perceive to be a big brand, right? So I feel like this is where this is coming up from, is that beware of the community around you that may be putting pressure on you to not sell. And part of your fear or your dread of selling may be coming for that. And this is not for all of you, but definitely it's for some of you, okay? And if you want to have a real and thriving business, you're gonna have to get out of that energy. You're going to have to start falling in love with sales. You're gonna have to start shifting your energy around sales and loving to sell and totally negating and just blocking out voices from other people saying, how dare you sell this? How dare, aren't you embarrassed to actually charge money? If you want a long-term business, divine entrepreneur, you're gonna have to stop that. Okay, that's what Spirit is saying right now. Okay, very important. And when you do that, you will thrive, and that's when you'll be able to give back. I love this give back card because it's really about focusing your energies on creating your own income and abundance first so that you can give back. See, donate to your community or causes that are close to your heart. It creates an energy of abundance around you and your business. And I feel like this is what Spirit is saying, is that when you get strong, right, about selling, once you access your Empress energy, right? The Empress is so powerful. She's not going to let anybody get her down. She's not going to let any negative voices get to her. She's not going to let people make her feel bad about herself. She is going to deliver results. She has ideas. She has leadership. She has strength, and she's not going to let anybody hold her back. Right? And that's why she's going to sell, sell, and sell. And by doing so, not only is she going to transform and help the lives of her ideal clients and customers, but she's going to create so much abundance for herself that now she'll be able to give back. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. Beautiful. So let's look at what are the future energies then of your business. Okay. This is for the near future. Where are we going? Where, as entrepreneurs, are we going? Where are we headed towards? What do we need to look at? What do we need to keep in mind for the future energies of our business? Wow, beautiful. Okay. So, lovely. Okay. So what this tells me is that Ace of Swords, okay? Beautiful. This is all about fresh, new ideas and thoughts, okay? So maybe, and I think this goes back to being, when you got this energy of being a little bit more on the, a little bit stale and nostalgic side, maybe a little bit outdated. So this makes sense. You want to start to bring in some new ideas and new fresh energy into your business. Okay. That's what the Ace of Swords is all about. As you move forward, you want to make sure that you're staying fresh. Okay, you want to make sure that your brand is fresh. Your ideas are fresh. You're not stuck in the past. You're not looking outdated as a brand. Okay, so that's really important. And that means that you have to continue to learn. You have to continue to what does this say? Work with a mentor to implement the right strategies to get the business results you want. Be open-minded and enthusiastic to learn. And that's what's going to keep you out of that kind of stuck energy of not being able to move forward. Okay. And part of that is also going to be a constant appreciation, right? The more that we appreciate and we practice our gratitude, the more we are going to learn, expand, and come up with new, fresh ideas, right? The energy of appreciation is so powerful. Practice gratitude as part of your sacred daily ritual. Feeling deep appreciation for your blessings manifests more abundance and joy, okay? That is so, so beautiful. Love it, okay? Look at how powerful this combination is, okay? Look how powerful this combination is. You want to keep appreciating, keep a journal if you have to, appreciate daily, make sure you keep learning, coming up with fresh new ideas. This is what's going to take your business and propel it into the future in a really, really powerful way, okay? And this last card, what I'm feeling from this one, the reason why you're getting courthouse, to me, this feels like it's part of moving forward in terms of the legal aspects of your business, okay? So maybe for some of you, you are doing well enough that it may be time to incorporate, right? Maybe time to become a corporation. It may be time to open a business account instead of just utilizing your personal account, right? So this to me is all about building the legal aspects of your business. Is it time to have your own business credit card, right? Where you charge charge all your business expenses? Is it time to incorporate? Is it time to have a special business bank account? Okay, so moving forward, these are powerful ways to start cementing your business, right? To give it a strong legal foundation. Beautiful. All right, so now we're going to look at what is the issue between you and money, okay? What is the current energy between you and money, okay? What may be the things that you need to look at in order to have more money, right? To attract and bring in more money into your business. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so what I'm getting here is the Page of Wands along with this. Okay, so the Page of Wands tells me that your energy surrounding money right now is still maturing. Okay, so you're in the energy of, yes, you want to get out there and do things. You're active, you're passionate, you want to see results, you want to move forward and take action. But where you are with money right now is you're still growing. Okay, you're not in the strongest place yet. You're still maturing. You're still exploring with your relationship with money. And the way that you're gonna start maturing is through these two things, right? You're gonna want to build your email list. Okay, this question is really about how can we mature and how can we eliminate blocks to money and abundance that is coming in from our business. Okay, so in order to create more money, attract more money, this is what you want to do. Build your email list and nurture your audience by staying in touch. Now, they say, it's so funny, isn't it? Because if you know anything about internet marketing, they always say the money is in the list. Okay, so it's amazing here that this is what Spirit is saying, is what is blocking you from creating more money is that, are you building an email list of clients and customers that you nurture, right? That you nurture and prepare so that you become the go-to expert, the no-brain solution to their problems, and they buy your products and services. And are you leading? Develop the best way to work with your clients. Create programs, packages, and products that help them solve their problems. Okay, so what Spirit is saying here is that, you need to mature when it comes to how you're attracting money into your business. And the two ways to do that is to build your list and start really leading, okay? Start being the leader for your clients and customers. Step into that leadership position. Okay, step into that leadership position. And so this last message I'm getting here in terms of house is, I really do feel that many of you are working from home. Okay, and so it's almost like there's a sense of casualness that comes from that. Okay, we have to be very careful as entrepreneurs, because most of us do work from home. It's easy to get distracted, right? It's easy for us to be kind of that home in our PJs, home in our sweatpants, and not take our business operations seriously. Okay, and I think that's why this card has come up, is that it's a reminder from Spirit that we need to take our business operations seriously if we want to move forward when it comes to money. Okay, when it comes to bringing more income into our business. Okay, wonderful. I think that was a really amazing, very powerful business reading here. So let's close the reading with what is advice from Spirit moving forward for empowering you, okay? Empowering you when it comes to money, and empowering you when it comes to really stepping into your power as a divine feminine entrepreneur. Okay, so these are the two that came up. Okay, money isn't everything, but you are right when you think money isn't everything. You certainly do not need money to have joy in your experience. But in your society, where so much of what you live is tied to money in some way, most of you associate money with freedom. And since freedom is a basic tenet of your being, then coming into alignment with money will help you establish a balanced footing that will be of value to you in all other aspects of your experience. Okay. So this is really important, right? You want to think about money as freedom. Okay, so that's what we are, that is what our mission is, right? We want to come into alignment with how we feel about money and freedom. Beautiful. Okay, so this is from the Goddess Wisdom, right? How can we empower ourselves moving forward as entrepreneurs? Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Beautiful. Okay. So I feel like the last message from Spirit here when it comes to your business is absolutely beautiful. Go deep. Trust your intuition. Okay. Really ask yourself, rely on Spirit and your own internal guidance. Really channel that Empress that is within you and take small steps moving forward. Keep moving forward in your business. Okay. This is so wonderful. I hope all of you enjoyed and got a lot out of this business reading. Please leave me comments. I want to hear if this resonated with you. And, I would love to share what your business is. We would love to hear what your business is and support you and talk about, where are you on your business journey? Would love to hear from you. Make sure you leave me a comment below and make sure you share this video with your other entrepreneur friends. Okay. And make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you all on the next video.